God, it's us. We're live on the internet. Troy's not here because I have to add him. But hello.
No. Hello.
I thought it was going to be a big surprise when you arrived. There you are. Yay.
Oh, okay. It's because I was running late and you were prepared for me to be more late than I actually was.
Mm-hmm.
And instead I arrived while technically late within the acceptable bounds of our delayed start as a theatrical production.
Troy, given that next week is the premiere of Rings of Power set in J.R.R. Tolkien's Middle-earth, I would be remiss if I did not say right now.
Hold on. I literally copied this quote and sent it to a coworker of mine today.
It's because it's that appropriate. A wizard is not late. Frodo Baggins, he arrives exactly when he needs to. That was pretty close, right? That was
yeah.
I don't remember the
close,
book.
not quite.
A wizard is never late, Frodo Baggins, nor is he early. He arrives precisely
when he means to.
Well, we know Reggie's not early, so yeah, we're all good. Hello,
we
we're
gotta
back.
finish his tea in his time, and he wants. little book.
Are we saying that Reggie is the Gandalf of space?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I'm okay
I
with
mean,
it. I'll allow
It's
it.
canon. I just realized as I'm drinking from my water, this is in fact a collectible Prozac cup that I got through a series of promotional materials back in the late 90s. And it's in pretty immaculate condition. And I just, as I was here, I know it's all reversed, but I felt like it was a worthwhile moment to stop in and be like, oh yeah, my Prozac cup. Like, that's cool, right?
Great.
Now, are we talking Prozac, the drug, or Prozac, the 90s Canadian animated band?
No,
Wow.
I think we're talking Prozac, people who are in favor of the name Zach without an H or a K.
We know a guy like that.
Wow.
Taylor.
Oh my gosh.
Definitely the drug, but I'm like so hyped to go search for this 90s band after
Yeah.
the fact.
Yeah.
You know what's
Honestly,
really
I
awesome?
check them out.
I would. I will. I mean, the
I
cup
do know what's really
came-
awesome, but you can tell me.
The cup came with 5 pounds of Prozac brand coffee, which I've
Oh.
definitely discussed somewhere.
That's not where I thought that
online.
sentence was going.
I know. It's
Yeah,
not
I
what you were
was-
expecting. But I just had this Prozac brand coffee on like a big shelf for years as like an exhibit, a display piece. Just amazing what the medical industry will use to market, Taylor. Like, yep.
Yeah.
The best part of waking up is Prozac in your cup. And at one point during my very poor early 20s, I was out of coffee. I'm like, well, today's the day, baby. Let's see.
Good? Do you remember how the quality?
It was
How shitty was
delightful. It did not really change my perspective. It was very stale for having sat
Oh.
on my shelf for many years, but
Yeah, that's fair.
a lot of weird shit out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I share with you all? I have the most delicious, indulgent treat with me.
Ooh.
And it's definitely a guilty pleasure, but I also think it's like a little bit of like a weird food thing that I don't think most people will like.
Ooh.
But I just need the world to share this with me. This is what I'm eating. Can you figure out just from this little image what it is?
Is that a teddy bear?
Is it a
Is it a bear?
pickled Is it a date?
It is in fact a bear. It is chocolate-covered gummy bears.
Oh,
What?
wow.
Wow.
Game changer.
Wow.
Va a cambiar el juego.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
me
Happy
saying Spanish for it's going to change the game.
It's gonna change the game. I can't get over a chocolate-covered gummy bear. It's
that's-
very
wow.
wild.
Wow.
It's extraordinarily American. I do want to try it immediately right now. Also,
It
happy
sounds
birthday,
disgusting.
Brenna. It sounds disgusting, but I would love it, Melissa. I would eat pounds. I could see it now. Yeah, Brenna, happy birthday. I can't believe I didn't know. Congratulations. Also, thank you all for resubbing. I appreciate you. You guys are great.
I mean, that's the thing that, Dungeon Master wants more than anything is subs. So, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you to those of you who support the stream.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes, chocolate covered gummy bears. This is the opening segment. I'm really glad you went there because I had like hard boiled eggs for dinner and I was like, we don't talk about hard boiled eggs on the stream. That sounds like the wrong food choice to open up with tonight. So chocolate covered gummy bears feel like a strong pivot. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm tweeting about the fact that we're live because I want people to know that we're playing
Yeah.
D&D,
Yeah,
but maybe
that's a
not
good
playing D&D.
choice.
Well, we're working our way up towards D&D at some point, probably.
Yeah, we're at this point we're
We'll get
famous for the pre-show banter. Like it kind of has to happen now.
Wait, are we famous?
Yeah.
Yes.
Amongst a
Absolutely.
very small group
Where
of
have
people.
you been?
Yeah.
We are notably known for the pre-show banter. I still don't know if I'd use the word famous, but
Famous.
Well, I
We're
will
famous.
because
Famous,
fake
yes.
it till you make it. You know what I'm saying?
can you be famous with your friends who are like, yeah, we know them?
I also sent
yeah.
another DM to a co-worker after a presentation where the DM was, she said, you did a great job. And I was like, fake it till you die. Like,
Not fake it, just
That's
dead.
how the quote goes. That's definitely how the quote goes.
Definitely been my technique so far.
Oh my gosh.
I realized today, I don't think I've ever worn my BB-8 shirt on
I was gonna
the
say.
Dragonfly stream. And
Wait,
the
is
fact
it a-
that Waffle has a little butane torch inspired by BB-8, I feel
Yeah.
very silly.
Is that a bike like wheel?
Yeah, it's a bike wheel. Yeah.
That's delightful.
Yeah.
love
That
that.
really is great. That's very innovative.
love
BB-8,
Can I be
underrated droid. He's a really good droid. That's such a fun droid. You can be
I love a
whatever
droid.
you
The
need
droid's
to
can
my
I be
favorite part of Star
pedantic?
Wars.
I'm gonna be pedantic, which
Yeah.
is it might look like what we think of as a bike wheel, but since there's only one, can we really call it a bike wheel?
Nope.
Because that
But
really
it's
is a shortening
I-
of bicycle.
Yeah.
And like really it's like a unicycle wheel.
Aren't
it's like
wheels still wheels, regardless of if there are two or one?
Well,
I
all
mean-
wheels are wheels, but that does not inherently make them of bicycles. I mean,
But it doesn't inherently not make it a bike wheel. It could be a unicycle wheel. It could be a bike wheel. It could be a trike wheel. It could be
you
any
want
of
me to
them.
really complicate it? I have a lawnmower that has wheels just like that. If that's relevant, yeah.
Wait.
I'm trying to
With
imagine
that-
that.
with that
That's a
many
vision.
It's got some big back wheels, man. Yeah. the thing's
Now
a
I'm
monster.
imagining Rich driving
Oh my gosh.
a bone rattler lawnmower with a big wheel in the front.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I actually saw the other day the like gosh, what it would be the name of them. Not like the manual lawnmower sounds stupid, but the ones that like if you
Push
push them like
mower?
well, but not like one without a motor, right? Just the ones that like spin as you
Yeah,
push
it's called a push
it.
mower.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, I
And then
like
this thing is called a telephone, a handheld telephone.
Oh my god.
listen.
Do you want me to tell you about prepaid minutes? We can
This
cover
right
that.
here. This right here is the.
I'm offended because I am a part of the transition generation.
I'm in a
and
mood.
I
I'm in a
did
mood,
use
folks.
the freaking like minutes and landlines.
Look, I can describe it in Pokemon if that's what's going to work.
I didn't do Pokemon.
Shots
so
fired. We're feisty. It's a feisty Tuesday night. It's a very feisty Tuesday.
It's
I
the
love you,
end
Ball.
of August. It's Virgo season. Help us all.
What's Virgo season mean?
Scary.
Should I be afraid?
Yes.
Okay. Great. Great. I needed more stress when I go to bed.
Isn't Grace a Virgo?
We have lots of Virgos.
Yes, Grace's birthday is coming up very soon. Yeah.
Grace, David, my mother, my sister, my aunt, my cousin. The amount of Virgos in my family is kind of stupid, but that's neither here nor there.
Well, happy birthday, Virgos. We're happy to have you. Yeah. So yeah, it's been a bunch of D&D news. It's been like a busy summer, hectic ups and downs, life happening. We've not been here as regularly as we were, but there's been like a ton of D&D stuff. Like Spelljammer books officially published. D&D 1, I'm gonna call it 6th edition. Their playtest materials are out. People are apoplectic as this new wave of 5th edition players are like, "Oh my god, I don't like it. What do I do?" And I'm like, "Yeah, welcome.
I'm
Like,
afraid.
join me." Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And so it's been like a lot of discussion. Like, are you guys tracking any of that stuff? Is anyone like reading any of that? Or have we looked at Spelljammer stuff or the new playtest materials?
I have not looked at Spelljammer stuff, but I haven't dove deep into. Don't look at me like that, Troy. I swear to God, it's been a day. Okay, don't even start with me. Don't even start with me.
What? No, please continue.
Not dove deep.
You're communicating clearly. The
I'm
message
not.
is getting transmitted through the tubes.
I'm not dove deep. There's been a couple things I've seen that I like, and a couple things I've seen that I do not like. So, I don't know. I don't know what else to say about it. It's
Good review.
Yeah, I am feeling like I'm scared to jump in because I feel like I am gonna end up in the why are they doing this? I don't like it camp.
Yeah, it's cool. I think it's part of like the grog page. I'm joking, but I have talked to a couple of people that are like, gosh, I don't want to be, what they're saying is like you, but they're polite enough not to. But they're like, I don't want to be the old person who just complains about how it used to be better. And I'm like, that's unfortunate. Because if you play long enough, it's an inevitable conclusion. But there's a lot of good stuff that I saw in like the playtest stuff. I don't love it all, but the real joke is like, first of all, it's a playtest. And second of all, you can do whatever you want in space and in D&D. It does not matter. The rules are guidelines. And to the Spelljammer of it all, I really went ass backwards and like have been mostly buying the 5th edition resources in Roll20 for this, right? I've got all these books in here. I got Fizbans, I got Mordenkainen's, I got my beloved Tasha. She's in here. And then, like a total moron, I went and bought hardcover Spelljammer books because I know in 30 years, should I live that long, I'll want them on the shelf with the old Spelljammer books. But now, like, I gotta manually enter everything into the computer, and I'm like, why did I do this? Why did I do this? Anyway.
Okay, so I think, you know, my take on this, and as much as we're bantering before we play, is the good thing. Let's start with like Spelljammer. Great, love it. Like, good call. This is gonna be fun. People are gonna have more fun playing D&D. We love that for us. I have not looked at any of it because I'm very spoiler averse, and even though you as a DM have said like it's fine, you're good, I'm like, nope, don't want to know anything. I'm also going to be disappointed that they haven't put the Giff-Q in there because I guess we're just not famous enough yet for that to be a thing. For one D&D though, I think like the good side, I'll always start with the optimism. The good side is they recognize like 5e is pretty good. 5e is like pretty legit, and we do not need to rebuild it from the ground. So please do not just like money grab and ruin the system for the money grab. Just, you know, instead you're just gonna like make it really hard for local game shops for the money grab. So that's the part that I have an issue with, but maybe we'll revolt and get what we want as fans, because Lord knows no one can stop us. A large multinational corporation definitely will listen to what the fans want.
We just got to land the ship and shut down the oppression, you know.
What's the t-shirt that I'm making one day?
Shut that shit down. Shut that shit down.
Squash that shit.
Oh, right.
I'm done. It's fine.
Oppression and stuff. Hashtag squash that shit.
Thank you.
Dovin.
Dove. We done Dovin. Friendly viewers. So last time we played was like 16 days ago or something like that, with our dear and beloved guest, our friend, Touchdown Tommy himself, the man, the myth, the legend. We met Gerby, Safety Bot, Novik. You guys faced betrayal. You unearthed discoveries and revelations. And then I was like, hey, level up. So yeah, you guys should level up. We should level up.
Yes. Let's do it.
I'll be sure to tell a bunch of people about this days from now to remind them, because we forget leveling up. It's a kind of tricky thing to remember. But so yeah, you guys can roll hit points, and I don't know if there's anything like worth talking through as far as the level up.
Maybe. Yeah. I guess I'll roll my hit dice.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah.
Hit dice for the Ranger. Where are we at with Lux as she stands right now? Lux's current hit points are, that's pretty good. 62 at 8th level is not bad. You just drop, oh my God. And you use the hit die button, which means you roll to 3 plus 2 for your con. It's just 5. That's a deeply unfortunate roll. My very compassionate hit point rules do not account for 3s. I'm sorry.
Whatever. That would have been better because, admittedly, as we're talking through this, my choices this level up, I've been fighting between tough, sharpshooter, and resilient. And I think while a sharpshooter is inevitable at some point in my ranger career, I am going resilient with wisdom.
Oh, wow.
That will bump my wisdom up to a 16, and my wisdom saves will be +6. Which, because, lots of reasons. Lux hated getting turned against her friends. And so I think that there is some time spent in reflection there. And not for nothing, but Dragons.
There have been a few dragons recently.
So,
yep.
There's that too. So I think that's where I'm landing. I really wanted to go tough because I just want to be beefy as hell, but I'll save that for threads in the pattern.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, tough's interesting. This is good though. The wisdom save bump is pretty huge. This is clever. Okay. I'm sorry about your hit points.
It's fine. It's whatever. I roll like garbage. I shouldn't have gone first.
Do the rest of you guys want to roll hit points?
Sure.
Doc, you go ahead.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm gonna save it, the surprise multi-class for last.
Well, I was gonna say. So
That's pretty good.
Rolled a 4 on a d6 plus 2 for 6 more.
A D6, you say? A D6. That does not sound like an artificer's hit dice.
No,
okay.
it's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So, that's fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Secrets, they're happening right here, right in front of us. 6 hit points is pretty good for it. 6 can't go wrong. Yeah. Professor.
The Terra Isante. Okay, here we go. We're gonna roll hit die. Hit die. Hit. Come on.
Wow.
I mean,
+4, so it's 3. It's a 3.
+4. So
that's
it's
plus 4.
not as good.
Terrible
It's not as
experience.
good. I thought it was really good. And then
no.
Look at
Reginald
those.
with the Titanic Constitution. So we got 2 3s and a 4, which the 3 and the 4 aren't that bad on a D6. You can't feel that bad about them.
I'll
Okay.
just feel bad about my 3 and my D10 by myself.
Yeah.
But the fact that you get to roll a d10 means nobody else feels bad for you.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Also
Yeah,
true.
that's
It's
Yeah.
also very, very, very real point.
Like you have what,
okay.
70-something hit points now?
67. I didn't break 70, unfortunately.
Yeah, where are you guys at? 67.
I'm at
Where's
59.
59? What about the professor?
give me a second. I need to do maths real quick because
Please.
I want to make sure I did this correctly because it added the +1 from my Ioun Stone, but I calculate that separately in case anything ever were to happen to it.
Mhm.
I believe, and boy, I really need to double check this at some point, that puts me at 54 plus 8, so 62 hit points.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah. This is incredibly solid for a wizard.
Yeah, holy moly.
And my friends, I am going to take a feat which shall remain unnamed for the moment.
Well,
but is
geez, I
going to
shouldn't have
give
been so
me-
open about my level. I was really, secretive.
It's going to be a +1 to con. That's going to get me up to 20 Constitution as a wizard. Which
hell
is
yeah.
super exciting. And I've never done this before, but I'm also a fat hippopotamus, so
Makes sense.
makes sense.
Amazing.
Troy, the amount of people delighted to play hippopotami in space now, it's like, oh, dude, people are hype now. Also, yeah, like my beloved character of my youth, the one that I played the longest, was a ranger with a max out Constitution score. So I have deep affection for this whole group. Yeah, you gotta love it. Big hit points. Well played.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Here's the part though where Dungeon Master,
Mm-hmm.
I have to remember what feat I was gonna take. I will find it. I will find it by the time we get in peril. But I know for sure that it involved.
We get in peril.
But I know for sure it involved me going. It might have just been durable, but I'm just not sure. I gotta double check.
By the time a dragon shows up, you will have a feat selected. Okay, cool.
My favorite thing about multi-classing with Doc is I literally had every option. Her stats are so good that every single stat is above 15.
Amazing.
Grace and I were talking yesterday about how for the, I'm going to be starting a D&D podcast over at Post Show Recaps pretty soon here. And there is we were just talking about a couple of different things, and there was the idea of like, what if you make the character and then play it, but we play it through every edition. Let's start with like a basic D&D fighter that then goes to first edition, to advanced second edition, to 3.0, to 3.5, to fifth. It would be like very, very fun. But then the other thing was, can you make a character that can multi-class in every class? And I'm like, pretty easy, I think. And I think you could even do it with the standard array, because you dump con, so it's like has no class requirements, right? And we prioritize a couple other things. And as we start like dropping in ASIs, we can really like crank up the low stats to like cover everything. Which reminded me of a very weird book about Elminster, the preeminent mage of like Forgotten Realms, written by Ed Greenwood back in the 90s, where Elminster did exactly that. He like multi-classes through every class. He's like, wow. I'm a fighter, now I'm a rogue, it was very wild and fun.
I think Kramer found a post online about that where somebody was like, yeah, it was like the multi-class to every class.
Mm-hmm. It could be very fun. Yeah, Doc's got options. Yeah, Geisha, a podcast. Soon, as we wrap up all of the fantasy TV that we are being slammed with over the next couple of months. House of the Dragon's going to wrap up. Rings of Power. Expect a weekly Dungeons & Dragons podcast over post-show recaps. Very excited to be thinking about that as we're closing in on the fall.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time. So, it's going to be a lot of this rather than what comes after this, which is us playing the game with the dice.
Yeah, but can I just like have a brain fart moment or someone like double check my math? Because
let's talk.
I don't have an int of 20, even though Reggie does. So before this level up, and maybe I should just do Character Mancer to do it. Maybe that's what I should do. But before this level up, I had 48 hit points. And then an additional 7 because of the Ioun Stone being up.
55.
Mm-hmm.
So 55 total. Mm-hmm. Then I rolled a 7, which would bring me up to
62.
Thank you. 62, of which 8 is from the Ioun Stone, right? Like 1 for each level, because it adds, +2.
Yep.
I am also upping my con, which is getting me up to a nice even number. So that should give me 8 additional hit points, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So that should bring me to a total of 70, 8 of which is from the stone.
Yeah, monstrous. As the wizard like creeps out in front with the
Man, now I really wish I would have taken tough.
Reggie was very much designed to be a tanky mage, right?
Yeah, it's delightful.
Virtually indestructible.
Oh, we did not say that. The man wears a tweed jacket, so come on, there are limits.
A virtually indestructible wizard. What could go wrong?
What could go wrong?
Let me try the Character Mancer. Let's see if that ruins me. But I'm
pretty sure everything is shared here, and you should be in good shape.
I have never used the Character Mancer a single time my entire D&D career.
Never. That hurts me so bad.
No, I do it manually every time. I love walking myself through it and manually putting everything in. I don't know.
See,
I just don't trust myself.
It's not a problem for you. Yeah, the problem is for people that are doing it manually and then like forgetting steps, and then they like come into the Discord and they're like, my sheet is all screwed up, and I'm like, yeah, because you did like half a level up and your sheet is confused.
You post your Reflex patrons. You stick to the Character Mancer. Yeah, don't none of this going off script.
Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. I'm a bad example. But I don't do things in half measures ever. I do it all. And I love it.
True.
Yep. I mean, I don't think I've ever had to fix your sheet, so.
Yeah.
One of these days I should do a stream where I just break out some of my old character sheets, because we used to go through this very ritualistic and intensive thing to make books. Like, we literally had paper cutters and straight edges, and there was tape, there was a cover page, it was like a resume, it was like crazy. We had the staplers and like the whole thing. We would put like a very specific type of Scotch tape down over the hit point pool so you could easy erase without melting through your sheets for your hit point tracking. Like it just was so old. I feel like we were playing in the Middle Ages, with like chunks of charcoal or whatever.
I have my folder.
Chunks of Charcoal was my alt rock band name.
Nice.
Yeah.
I saw my first like rutabaga's character sheet that it was like all manual and where I like didn't understand how spell preparation worked, so I just like chose spells that level up and wrote them on the back of the sheet and was like writing in all the details about them and like increasingly smaller script as I like started to run at the space.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have my little folder of like just it's a built for character sheets. It's just like it's clear plastic. You slide your character sheet and then there's little pages for your spell cards, which I never used because I got spell cards way too late, and then I was just playing D&D on here, so I have so many spell cards that I don't use. But yeah, the sheets upon like of loose leaf of all of the spells written out multiple times, because anytime I leveled up, I would just redo my entire character sheet. Listen, brand new character sheet, brand new spell pages, even though that
it's part of the fun. Ritual. There's so many different fun things about D&D, and like a lot of us are nerds who like to meticulously keep track of our character sheets. It could be a very fun part of the experience. Cool. So that's like the heavy lifting there. You guys are leveled up. We got 3 of you. We could play D&D. So should we talk through anything? Is there any like bookkeeping, housekeeping, anything else we need to like go over? I know there's a lot of stuff that'll probably happen in game in terms of pickup. Reggie still has a bunch of gems from a dragon horde from a while back. All this kind of stuff would happen last session, but are we at previously on?
Sure.
I think so. I'll see where I'm at after this character mancer finishes loading. It's taking forever to load spells, but I think we'll be good.
Cool. You got your new picks. You don't have to tell me what they are, but you pick some new spells.
No, I don't. But I
yes. Cool. Hey, there's new Spelljammer spells.
What level are we talking? You got 5th level spells yet?
It's just 2. There's just 2. One of them is create Spelljammer Helm. One of them is Air Bubble, which like.
Is either of them any good?
Meh. Air Bubble is like all right, but create Spelljammer Helm is cool if you want to build a new ship. If I crash this one,
I was looking at Spelljammer feats for this level up, and I was like, nah, I don't think we need these.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, I'm good to go. I can play D&D now.
Yay!
Previously on Dragonfly, the crew of the Dragonfly, having been entangled in the machinations of politics and the movements of dragons on the halfling homeworld of Lun, traveled to its moon at the behest of one Redalia, Bard of the Blossoms, the keeper of lore for the kingdom of snapdragons, the elves whom share Lun with their halfling keepers. It was after a conversation with Reginald and Lux that Redalia conveyed to you that the great migration of gnomes from this planet thousands of years in the past was precipitated by that of a dragon, Philistrastrand, herself a member of a great council of worms who tried to steer the governance and evolution of multiple worlds across the universe. There were a number of questions, but a desire to go to the moon to explore a ruined station which had been left there, and a suggestion that deep within that station were answers to some of the mysteries you sought. It was as such, all of you loaded up onto the Dragonfly after quickly being reunited with your friend, the tiny halfling historian, Ginny, who loaded up with you, telling you that she had spoke with the great sage sleeping beneath the capital of Copperport, suggesting that you needed to do exactly what Redalia said, travel to the moon. And so you did. Upon arriving, you spotted a massive station set on the height of these plateaus, a kind of telescope emerging from the top of a coppery domed roof, peering up into the starry sky around you. As the group of you approached, a figure emerged from within, a metal gnome who came to be revealed as Gerby Safety Novik, a poor, abandoned auto gnome who has been at this station over the course of the last 4,000 years since the last of his work crews died around him. As soon as Gerby opened the door, Ginny fled inside. One thing led to another as Naya ran them down, grabbing them and questioning what was happening. It was at this point that the tiny halfling, whom had spent some weeks with you during your travels on Lun, transformed into a young green dragon, emerald scaled and filled with fury. A battle broke out in Gerby's living room, and you killed the worm, but not before she revealed that she was glad to have slain one of your friends back on the planet proper. It was now, with the doors that had been sealed to Gerby's passage open, after thousands of years, that the group of you descended into the bowels of this fortification, this installation on the moon. Some exploration revealed a number of strange creatures inside. You met the ghost of Eric von Sorzen, as well as Bebel Inkpot, both of whom died on Gerby's watch and tormented the poor metal gnome for his failure to keep them alive. You met a flump that called itself and changed its name to joining you throughout the rest of your excursion. Throughout, Doc quickly repaired much of the damaged infrastructure. You were assaulted by phase spiders and water elementals, and as you made your way to the lowest levels, following Lux's intuition, you discovered a portal to a space far from this one. Strange phosphorescent dragonflies and creatures flying just on the other side. You all were able to restrain your exuberant ranger from hurtling herself into the portal bodily, making your way back upstairs, examining the operational stations, and realizing that a second portal was projected into the sky above the moon, as though being radiated out from the telescope itself. With the installation repaired, it's clear to you that this is in fact the same technology that you discovered at the intergrade transfer. This station able to open portals to and from far ranges across the galaxy. I believe that Lux retrieved an emerald taken from the dragon that you thought was Ginny, that is attuned to the planet of Rune, a planet not very far from here. And so as we pick back up tonight, the Dragonfly has been circling around the moon, watching from the skies as the portal opens above the installation. I think Jake would turn to Reginald like, oh, we better probably land, bringing the ship down, making contact with the ground, while the lot of you kind of making your way through the installation, as it were, you realize that the Dragonfly is turning back. And so, dare I say, but I think that as the camera opens, we see the external fortifications of this building, this tower on a plateau on the moon, a telescope peering up into the starry sky, a portal shimmering high above it. As the Dragonfly has landed, and Reginald, you make your way across this kind of rope bridge to the stairs leading up, and you spot your changeling companions, Doc and Lux, making their way out.
Well,
Reggie.
Hmm? Yes.
It
What?
works. It works.
What works? What?
I think he's gonna need like 3 words at a time minimum.
It's an intergrade transfer. It works.
Oh, goodness. Well, where does it go? Where does it take us?
Rune.
Rune. You wish to go to Rune?
I don't know if I wish to go there, but I think like Lux a dog, like I think we should go there because that's where the dragon wanted to go.
What the dragon? We're discussing the dragon that we defeated in the Shadow Realm, of course.
No.
I don't understand.
Notice we're missing somebody.
What did someone with deep apologies, I was taking a nap and I have forgotten who entered with you. Is it Reya? Is Reya okay?
Reya's fine. Yeah, you remember Ginny?
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, well, she was.
Yeah, she's dead now.
Dragon.
No,
This
I'm gonna
whole
bury the
time,
lead.
Reggie.
Lux.
Sorry. I'm so upset.
It was gonna be funny.
She
We were gonna tell him
betrayed
Ginny was
us.
dead,
She
and he was gonna
betrayed
be
us.
sad about
She
it, and then we were gonna like,
she
bam,
betrayed
reveal.
us. She betrayed us. She was my friend.
What do you mean she was as if she was some sort of pretend or a dragon is not that small, nor are they capable of presenting themselves in such a flighty way as with all
I
due
mean, apparently
respect.
they are.
Yeah.
I mean,
'Cause
she went
there's
from very small to very large very quickly.
Yeah, there's a green dragon
Well,
body.
And she
did
started
around the
breathing,
age of
that,
like,
15
poison
as well,
gas.
but-
which I feel really bad because I don't know how they're gonna take care of that body, but it's there.
I mean, it's the moon. It might not decompose. If I start talking about that again.
Pardon,
don't say-
I must inquire a bit more as to the nature of what exactly occurred. You're saying Ginny,
Mm-hmm.
little inquisitive, thrilling Jenny, who was perfectly
Jenny from the block,
in
yeah.
need of us when we arrived on land.
Mm-hmm. Lies.
Hmm.
All of it. Lies, 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 lies.
Yes.
Yeah, it turns out she sucks.
Yep.
She's not just annoying. She also
Oh.
sucks.
And apparently she killed Veronica. Or at least I
Also
think
that.
so.
Wow.
Part of the sucking. Part of why she sucks.
Yep. Very much so. And she hated us because we killed her dad. Am I remembering that correctly? I think I'm remembering that correctly.
She did say that, yes.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Father? What? Oh, the other dragon.
Yeah,
Was her father?
probably.
Well,
I'm
that's,
trying to understand though, like, what was her deal? Because we like met her, killed a dragon, then she revealed her. So like, what was her end game when we first met her?
Well, it's entirely possible that she joined us with something quite else on her mind, and the change of circumstance, namely the dispatching of her parent, is what caused a change of, well, everything.
Well, and she clearly wanted to get to Rune for some
Oh,
reason.
yes, why is that?
I don't know.
She
Sense of
seemed
adventure.
But
deeply
that is-
interested in
it is-
going.
Go to Rune for a good time. I don't know.
I mean, she clearly was very knowledgeable. So maybe, I mean, she was looking and maybe, I mean, you know, her instinct was to probably disguise herself when she saw us coming or something. I don't know. But, or if she was
What-
already doing that. But she was clearly looking or searching for some sort of information.
Well, certainly there could be information at Rune, but going for a good time, I would not be so certain. It is quite goodness. The word is escaping me. Vegetative planet. It is dense and full of many different types of creatures. It is not an easy vacation, to say the least. When I grew up in Kisandi, it was not deeply far away. I'd never been myself, but the story certainly spanned the gap.
Hmm.
I mean, we have a plant that lives off of blood and flesh, so
Yeah.
and bone. Maybe I can't imagine it's like worse than that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I'm not certain. But it does seem as though Seed would perhaps be a good fit for what I know about that planet.
I got it.
The small bit, to be clear. I'm not saying we shouldn't go there, simply that it is not a vacation spot, so to say.
Well, no. But, I mean...
What is?
Yeah, nowhere we've been so far.
No.
I thought Copperpot was quite lovely until
multiple
schism
dragons
in the sky opened up and a large drake attacked the citizenry.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
like the giant floating man in space was like maybe the best.
That was
most chill time we had, and he had like flesh-eating things on his back, so you know.
Yeah, I'm sad I like slept through that one. It seemed like it was...
Well, first and foremost, are you okay?
Oh.
In the eventually about to die within a matter of minutes, should we not bring healing to the conversation?
I'm peachy. I don't know about you, Doc.
Yeah, I'm great.
Yeah. I mean, this is rad. Like, this is crazy cool that we found this. And we have an ally here now.
Yeah.
An ally?
Yeah.
Remind me, please, which one?
Gerby.
Oh.
They're an autonome.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And Mooney, they're Moonrock.
Yes.
A what?
An autonome? Like Waffle, but bigger.
Mm-hmm. They're made of metal.
And sadder. Waffle's generally pretty cheery.
Sounds lovely.
Yeah. They've been alone for a really, really long time.
Oh. Let me guess, we've invited them aboard our ship?
Yeah, like profusely, but I think that they have a job and I'm not allowed to take them with me.
Oh. Right.
Yeah, something tells me that their voice would change somewhat permanently if they came on board, and they'd remain often quiet.
Oh, it is a voice that would be difficult for humanoids to recreate on a regular basis. I see. Well, if you're proposing that we leave this moon and go to Rune, who am I to say no? I should simply mention that with the new evidence that we have that Jenny was in fact not who she said she was, I do question our security and safety as we continue about the realms.
Well, I gotta say, I'm gonna take a little bit of blame here on that one because I very literally have this like little sense in the back of my head that I can sometimes. It's kind of like the portal stuff. I can like sense the portals and stuff. I kind of have this little sense in my head where I could figure out if there was a dragon standing within 5 feet of us, and I just never did that.
Well, as could I look. There is no dragon within 5 feet of
Not
us.
like that. I mean, like if Jenny, for example, was, I could have done that at any point, really, while we spent so much time with her, and I didn't do it a single time. So I just need to do that more often and keep my eye out, and because I can sense those types of things. So yeah, I'll take that one a little bit. I should have just been a little bit more dutiful or whatever.
I mean, how can you know? Like it's downright deceitful for someone to, for so long act a certain way and, make you fall in love with a certain character only to like completely counteract that. Like you had no way of knowing. It's really quite
well, to be fair, Doc,
scandalous.
it appears that she did have a way of knowing and simply did not use it.
Yeah.
Not that we are judging you. I should take an equal amount of blame. It is quite certain, and I think established upon this ship, that I am of the more tactical and strategic in our defenses, and yet I allowed this vulnerability, which put us in peril. For that, I apologize.
No, I just I can literally, yeah, I can sense like so many things so many dangerous things, and I just have never really done it at all. And so I should really just start doing that every once in a while.
Okay, so new system. We meet someone new. We ask them, are you being oppressed? Are you a dragon? Do you want to change your name?
I like this checklist.
Top 3.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes, it's sort of dragon inquiry sandwich in a way.
Yeah, it's like you ask the 3 questions like really quickly so that they just like answer them.
Rapid
and they're
fire.
like, oh yeah, these like first and last ones are like so easy. And then they like, we trick them into answering the middle one truthfully as well.
Now, I am not as familiar with the legal systems on the many planets in our sphere here, but is it the case that one must respond accurately and honestly when asked if they are a dragon? Is it as if one is asking whether they are a peace officer?
Exactly. Yeah. It's like
You
have
cannot
to tell
lie
us what they
about
ask you.
that.
Yeah.
Right.
That's my
Good.
understanding anyway. I think that's like a universal law of the galaxy.
Yeah. And we just never asked, so that's how, yeah, we should have asked.
Next time we ask.
So, then my responsibility was that I trusted too quickly. Your fault, Lux, was that you did not use the innate abilities that you have honed over many years and appear to have just been sitting upon them. And
some just, Mhm.
Doc, you could ask more questions.
I'm in no way culpable for any of this. Yeah.
That too, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I slept through most of the preceding adventures, so really.
Yes, what is about that? Why have you been so...
Reggie, have you seen the ship recently? It's immaculate.
Well, I
You think
did
that just
notice my own
happens?
face when walking past the... Yes,
I mean,
quite
it's been
shiny.
a combo. It's a combo of that, and also just been doing a lot of just kind of been busy with something. So yeah, just keeping busy.
Something good?
I think so. Yeah.
You're not a dragon.
No, not a dragon.
Oh, do the thing!
Are you
Do
a
the
dragon?
thing!
Okay.
Verify.
Oh, I can do the thing. Wait, do I have spell slot? I do.
Wait, it takes a spell slot. Do not waste a spell slot making sure I'm not a
I'm
dragon.
doing it. It's happening.
Ma'am, I have known you
primeval
my entire
awareness.
life. What are you doing?
Primeval awareness.
With the primeval awareness. I mean, Doc is not a dragon unless it was a really intense multi-class.
Can you
Nope.
imagine?
She is Fae, right? Should I change this Fae?
I don't think changelings are Fae.
Sense within 6 miles, celestials, elementals, Fae, no dragons.
Right.
Celestial's the statue.
Maybe, yeah.
We still haven't figured it out yet.
Celestial statue that
Still
we
not
don't
resolved.
know what
There's
to
a
do.
giant statue of the angel strapped into the side of the cargo bay in the back of the ship. Yeah.
Wait, are we the Fae or are we not the Fae?
I don't think I can tell. Yeah, it doesn't reveal the creature's location or I was like, number. Why would I know a creature's number? That doesn't
8,
make
6,
any
7,
sense.
5, 3,
3, 9.
Be like, guess what? I don't even have to ask you because got it.
I know everybody's
But
number
only
for a
if you're
6-mile
undead.
radius.
She's a 10, but she's undead.
That's GM inspiration, Melissa. There you go.
Yeah.
Robin O'Brien had a great head.
Oh my
that was too good.
Grace is not the only one that can get inspiration for jokes.
Yeah.
The meme of
That's
the
a
girl,
clip.
like,
Make
yelling.
that a
Wow.
clip. Jeez.
She said she was a halfling historian, but actually then she brought us to the moon and transformed into a
Yeah, she's a 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an
Yeah,
11.
she's 10, but then she turned into a dragon. Also good.
Oh my God.
Okay.
So
just to stipulate, I think technically you guys are not Fae, you're just humanoids. You might have like Fae origins, but I think you like track as humanoids via magic.
fair
So
enough.
there's another Fae?
Within 6 miles.
Within
It's
6
the
miles?
rock. It's that rock.
What?
It's Mooney.
Wait, Mooney?
What? Are you okay?
No,
You think Mooney is Fae? I think Mooney is just a rock. Don't
I
tell
don't know.
Gerby I said that. I'm pretty sure Mooney's just a rock.
Okay. So we should probably
So-
go touch base on Copperport. Tell them what we found up here, and maybe like have them send a crew up here so Gerby isn't all alone, and make sure that none of them are dragons.
Well, is it absolutely essential to return to Copperport to present this information? Because
I mean, I guess not, but we just saw a Ferris and Redalia, and I mean, she killed Veronica. So I mean, Reya could probably. I don't know. I know Reya can like talk to people from long distances, but I feel like just a.
Maybe the base can like transmit a message. Can I try to do that, Rich?
You're muted.
you're muted.
Sure,
That
yeah,
sure
you totally could.
that seemed like a sure, and it works automatically, and you know,
Yeah,
you get
it's
Yeah,
absolutely
yeah.
no difficulty whatsoever. You don't need to roll anything. You just get dial it right up. I think that really it comes.
Oddly
in.
enough, the amount that goes through is exactly how much Rich allowed with his muted mic.
Yep. Yep.
You make a perfect connection with Copperport, but your mic is muted, so they can't
Oh,
hear
no.
you.
Bummer.
I think to that end, you guys can like head inside. At which point, as you guys do come inside, oops, that's too many docs. You guys come into like the inside of the building, and you see like all these panels and stuff, and are just like, oh wow. And you see the little space mat professor, and are like, oh wow, this place is actually quite nice. And then you see the corpse of a big green dragon that is hanging from the staircase over here. Yeah.
Oops.
I mean,
Oh,
Yeah. Yep. That is the thing.
the thing meaning Jenny or whatever.
Yeah,
her
you know,
name
I gotta
was.
say, yeah, I'm a little disappointed that we didn't get her like dragon name or whatever.
Well,
but-
perhaps it's tattooed upon her, or she has some sort of identifying information.
Name tag or something.
More,
'Cause you
more
see-
preposterous things have occurred.
I
have
mean,
they not?
do you know many people that have tattooed their own names on their bodies?
Good. Good point.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
People make decisions when they're young and live with the consequences.
Sure. Yeah.
I do not know that tattoo is very common in the dragon world, so I would not expect it, but simply throwing out options that could. Have we fully investigated the body?
not really. We were a bit distracted by the face spiders and the, you know,
The what?
We
and the
did get.
ghosts and the,
Well, we did a little bit because I have this bag of stuff.
Yes.
the satchel of all of like her notes, scrolls, papers, diaries, all the like kind of her little messenger bag of documentation that she'd been carrying around.
Yeah, I figured you and I, Reg, could sit down and go through that when we get back on the ship.
Well,
and I'm just gonna
Doc.
sit here and
I thought
Look pretty?
I mean, but
you look stunning for someone who has just come out of.
I was gonna say her face is definitely covered in like grease and soot and like hair's probably a little bit fried. She like did just
One
finish fighting a dragon.
certainly leaves an impression.
you're certainly welcome, Doc. I thought that nobody was interested, which is why I got handed the bag full of stuff.
No,
But, I mean,
just that I wasn't interested. I think Naya says as they like walk by.
That's super fair. Yeah, you were the one to hand it to me.
I'm gonna go back to the ship.
Okay.
Yes.
Sword keeps yelling at me to chop the dragon apart, but it's dead already, and it's a little disconcerting.
I mean, if you wanted to harvest it, you probably
control your impulses.
dragon bits might be worth pretty penny. I don't know.
That is true. It may be worth trying to obtain some mementos.
What if we all had like cool sets of like dragon armor? That would be so dope. Yeah, matching armor. Dragon armor for the crew of the Dragonfly? Are you kidding me?
I have all the armor I need, with all due respect.
Instead of like your little like a pocket square, it could be like a dragon scale.
Ooh.
Listen, I just think that would be pretty cool.
Lux, I must say, I am not keeping score, but were I, you would have earned quite a few points there.
Sometimes I got it, you know.
Sometimes.
I think at this point, Doc, you're able to like make your way across to like the main control panel up here on the main floor. And after you reactivated this place, like there's all these lights and like stuff kind of whirring and moving on it. You see these like levers, dials. And so I think that you just start like assessing, like, can I contact the planet? Can I contact Copperport? How does this work? As you're like scanning over it, the pair of them are kind of talking about the dragon. And I think over the course of like 10 or 15 minutes, you can kind of discern some of the mechanisms to the system, and you definitely find what looks like some type of communication device. It's literally just like an orb mounted down into the desk that's got this kind of green like quartz panel underneath it with these kind of like wavelengths running on it. And as you like place your hand down on, you feel yourself like your voice like focusing down almost into it, right? The kind of sound waves reverberating through your hand into this orb, and you can track like easily, especially with like Waffle over your shoulder, that like this panel is measuring like modulation and all that kind of stuff, and you're like, oh yeah, like this is definitely going somewhere on Copperport. You're just not sure who or like who's on the other end, right? But you figure that out for sure.
Okay. And I guess would she have any sort of idea based on like the distance from the planet to the moon, like how long it would take to receive a message back if she sent one?
Yeah, magic long, not that long, you think.
Magic long.
Yeah, you don't think that like the actual like signal communication, like it'll be much more predicated upon like who's there, who's picking up, is anybody home, right?
Gotcha. Okay. Yes. Stop trying to use real world physics.
No, don't.
I get it.
I love it, but yeah. I just haven't accounted for it. I didn't realize we were doing that. Season 3. Prepare for physics.
I'll show its face. I'm surprised it took this long to come up.
Me too.
While I was rotating in space, I aged 3 more years than you.
I mean,
oh man.
counted ghosts and did more than that.
There were ghosts in the basement.
Yeah, I guess she'll just send a message of like, hey, is anyone there? Hello? Anybody respond?
And so I think that like you sit there for a few moments before suddenly you see like the panel, the green panel like flashes kind of like yellow for a minute, and you see like the second like modulation come like waving over it, and you hear like echoing out of like the back wall this voice of like, by the light of the gods, who is this? Where are you?
I'm on the moon. Who is this?
The moon? Which moon?
The big one?
I mean, we do only have one.
Okay, well then that one, obviously.
Well, I've never heard any kind of voices coming out of this before, so how am I supposed to know which moon?
The moon. I told you I was on the moon. Who are you?
Okay, you're making a very good point. It's just This is very unusual. My name is Santar.
Hi, Santar.
Hello?
What's your deal? What's your job? Why are you the one answering this call?
I'm one of the. Oh gosh, this is. Maybe I should go get the book.
No. Just talk to me. Answer my questions.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be distracted, Moon Person. My name is Santar.
I got that. What's your job? What's your deal?
I'm in Copperport. I work for the guards. I work for Veronica Okoye.
Oh, okay. She's dead.
No, she's not. I just
Wait,
saw
she's
her.
not?
I mean, did you kill her? Did you kill Veronica?
Wait, did you just see her?
Oh,
I mean, like 10 minutes before your voice started coming out of the wall. Hey, how come nobody told me there's voices coming out of the wall here?
Can you go get her and bring her to talk to us?
Oh, who are you, Moon Person?
I'm from the Dragonfly.
That little ship that saved the city?
Yeah. We also saved the moon.
Holy cat! Wait, the moon was in trouble?
Yes.
Okay, listen, I'm sorry.
Now go get Veronica.
I'm on my way. Hey, don't touch the wall. I think you hear him say, and then it like goes quiet for a minute.
Okay. Now, total aside, because Doc probably remembers, who's
Sure.
Veronica?
Oh, yeah. Veronica was the head of the guards in the city of Copperport, and she was the little halfling that Naya had a heck of a time with there.
Heck of a time, as in Naya's heck of a time, as in,
Yeah.
Okay.
What is it?
Yes.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Brown cow.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so Veronica Okoye was the captain of the city watch and like the guard in Copperport, the capital of Lund. Upon your arriving, like she came to receive you after you guys landed, at which point Naya started flirting very aggressively, and the pair of them ended up spending the night in an inn.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Just for clarity, there's like some solid time here before you hear any voice like coming back through you.
Right. Yeah, I think Doc will like quickly like snap over to Lux and Reggie. Veronica might be alive. Who else could Ginny have been talking about if not Veronica?
Well, she said friend, and Veronica was the one that she ran away with, so I assumed that it was Veronica.
Did we make other friends?
There was Roz.
Rosmita Amberhands, of course. Yes.
I mean, there's Redalia and Aferis. I don't know.
Okay.
That's who.
I guess we'll tell Veronica to check on those
But
people.
what if Veronica isn't Veronica?
What if Veronica's a dragon? Well, we'll ask her because now we know. Now we have our
That's
system.
fair. That's fair. But then I like. Don't you think we should go down and check on things?
I mean, there's a giant portal full of dragonflies. Don't you want to check that out?
Yes, of course I do. They're so cute. Oh.
What do you think? I think Reg like shows the pocket square his blade off of the dragon skin.
Looking snazzy.
Wow. Is it like sticky still? She was spitting a lot of stuff at us.
Requires some
Oh yeah, don't touch that with your
Yeah.
bare,
Very pungent odor of chlorine in the room,
What did-
Professor.
What
hands.
the hippopotami
They're
have
called
for
hands, Doc.
hooves?
No, I have manipulable hands with thumb and nails upon them. We've
okay.
traveled through space for goodness. Have you no observant powers?
I mean, like, I'll have you know that I have paid very little attention to whether or not you have hands, apparently.
Well, Doc, and I do this only because we are deep friends, a foundation
Deep
upon which I hope to build, but...
Deep.
I will never forget now.
I think it's on that the scene like fades to black, right? The camera like opening back up as suddenly there's this voice off of like the comm station on the far side of the thing of like, Dragonfly, is that you? Are you people alive up there on the moon? How the heck are you talking through this wall?
We're alive. Are you a dragon? Is everyone safe down there?
What? Am I a dragon? No.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those big sticking things. They're half useless.
You have to tell us if you are.
I do?
Yeah.
No, I'm definitely not a dragon. I'm a halfling.
Say it one more time for me. Say you're not a dragon a third time.
Ask your green friend. He'll tell you what I am. And I'm a halfling, not a dragon. I am the captain of the Copperport City Guard.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past Naya to get with a dragon, but that's besides the point. Anyway, yeah, Captain of the City Guard. Great. We have people that we need you to check up on if they are still alive. Ginny was a dragon. She's dead now. We're
That
going to go to
halfling
Rune.
girl?
Yeah.
She was a dragon?
Turns out.
We found her corpse.
No!
Wow. That was even more gut punching than I thought it was going to be. So not only tiny cute Ginny betrayed us, no, tiny cute Ginny murdered and then betrayed by imposter Ginny. Great.
No.
I would presume she was killed by imposter Jenny.
Yes.
Oh, wait,
Reg,
yes.
Where was
obviously.
the
Yeah,
body?
of
Where
course.
was the body?
We have her. We're holding her now. She was on her way to go meet with the old sage, and she was killed somewhere in the catacombs in the lower levels.
No, so she was our friend the whole time.
Wait, but she was a dragon?
Yeah.
So what do I
okay.
do with this body? Do I give it to the other dragons?
No.
What?
Just hold on to it. We'll come back.
Wait.
But also-
One moment. This is Veronica we're speaking with?
You're goddamn right.
Take it easy, Veronica.
And the one
Sorry.
that is who we believe died up here. But
No.
No,
not
Ginny.
well, no, I mean we believed that Veronica was dead before we made contact.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Definitely
I
not
thought-
Ginny killed Veronica. Which is why I'm going to tell Veronica to check on the people that Taylor said earlier.
Faris the Wizard, that
No.
pretentious jerk who gave himself such an erudite name, and Redalia?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and the third person.
Rosnita.
Yeah, go check on them. See if
Well,
they're still alive.
I would
Oh.
put her
Reggie.
third on the list.
This sucks
Jeff.
so much.
Okay, listen. We are in some shit. The Pernaladrine lost 3 of the drakes that flew to the far side of the realm with them. Things have not kicked up since you all flew away, but my man here, Santar, says that you saved the moon. Is the moon under attack?
No, but like you should send people up here sometimes. Gerby gets lonely.
We don't have a really great Gerby? What?
Gerby's an autonome. They've been up here holding down the fort after it was
Autonome?
abandoned.
Do any of you know what an autonome is? Okay, I'm taking notes. Listen, we don't get up there all that often. We send the dragons.
Yeah,
this
that's
is Bright
what
Wolf's
I'm telling
territory.
you. That's the problem.
You need people up here. This is a freaking intergrade transfer. People can use it to teleport wherever they want to in the universe. You need to be careful about this information.
I didn't go to school for fucking math, okay? I'm a guard captain.
Protect this fucking moon.
Yeah, so this definitely seems to fall under your purview of like guarding shit. This thing would be important to guard. We're gonna use it to go away and then we'll come back. But we thought you should know.
Okay, listen. Here's the situation as it stands. The Kingdom of the Snapdragons is meeting. All of the delegates have shown up. There's going to be a grand council, conclation, whatever you call these big political meetings.
Convocation.
Yeah, that's what you said. They're going to figure out what to do, but I will put a strong advisement in for my position, supported by you all, the heroes of the city, that we are going to need to send some people up there. I'll keep the girl's corpse on ice. What do you want me to do with it? Do we bury it?
Yeah, on ice.
Ice. Okay, freeze her up, boys.
Redalia, she knows us, and will
right, the Blossoms, the Bard of the Blossoms.
Yes, just
listen. I'm a halfling lady. I don't worry so much about the elves. They're fine enough, but they're just sitting on the other side of the world, dancing around in their mushroom glades.
Reg is like pulling Lux back from punching the wall.
She's like, the elves, they're all fine and good enough. I mean, they make some very...
I don't need your diatribe on elves right now. We're just letting you know because this seemed like information you, as a guard, might want to have.
Okay, I'm really sorry. I feel like we got off to the wrong foot. This has been a very stressful week for me. You have to understand. There's people dying. There are dragons gone. Our city's under attack. And now I've got a whole contingent of these goddamn pointy-eared elves wandering around all over my city that I got to keep an eye on. So I really appreciate you all saving the moon, apparently. I will talk to the dragons. I'll put some word in at the convocation. Is there anything else I could do for you?
First of all, I apologize for what appears to be a quite sullen day and week. I would simply add that if you are attempting to bring together the leadership of the realm, you only have so many guards. There is a risk. There is a continued threat to Copperport and Lund and the Moon, and is it really such a good idea that we leave?
I mean, the dragon wanted something in Rune, right?
And we need to
get that to go figure out what it is.
Yes, before the other bad dragons get to it first. Like those eggs.
Wait, are there a lot of bad dragons flying around? I mean, we've got these copper ones, and sometimes I get a little annoyed about them because they steal all our thunder. But are you saying there's really an army of dragons out there in space?
You need to start asking people if they're dragons or not, because there's going to be dragons masquerading as people, okay? And
listen, I don't mean to be rude, Pilot, but you are...
Pilot?
You guys...
You know my name!
Okay, that was rude. That was rude. Maybe I was lying and I meant to be rude there. Look, what I'm trying to tell you is that you people are outside of the normal purview of the rest of us. I can ask people if they're dragons. Do you think that they'll really tell me?
Might catch them off guard at the very least.
All right. Well,
yeah, if you do rapid fire, people tend to not notice. So just sandwich it in between other questions.
Yeah.
It's actually a good technique, the rapid fire technique. That's what I do with these slugs when I think that they're yanking off on duty. It's really trouble in there. All right. I'm going to start asking some questions. I'm going to put the word on the street. I'm going to talk to the Bright Wolf and see if we can't send a couple of dragons up there. I don't know how long it's going to take us to get halflings. We don't really have ships like yours that make it easy for us to send transports hither and thither and whatnot. But I will make sure it's put under strong advisement with the council at the convocation that we need to get some people stationed up there to take care of the Gerby.
Yeah.
Great.
And yeah, Redalia should support you as well. She knows she's the one. She knows that we're here. She knows what we're.
I mean, if she's not dead, she might be dead.
Speaking of which, please just for the Jenny. But if you find any sort of next of kin or anything, we will contact you in the future, and please let us know. We would like to know that. Can I ask one more question?
Of course. You're talking to us from the moon through a wall behind
I know
this
that.
bookshelf.
I'm just... This is a very difficult decision to make. if we leave here, what as in your professional opinion, what is your level of comfort and security about the realm?
I think you hear like a sigh for a moment, like, and like, Santar, Dendry, go see that the girl's body is taken care of. And then there's like a moment, and she's like, okay, listen, I have to keep up appearances for all these soldiers. It's hard enough being smaller than everybody else. But I've got to talk a big talk to command respect. So I don't mean to be too forceful. Look, we've never dealt with anything like this. I'm one of the best fighters that we've got in the city, and I'm not too proud to admit that I'm not that good. The dragons are dragons, but they've spent centuries reading riddles and writing poetry and sleeping. They're not like these things that came through. 3 of them died. There's not that many here to begin with. The truth is that it's going to matter a lot what the elves decide to do. More than